If you knew that today was your last day on earth, if you knew that this was your last hour on earth, how much would you give of what you have in your bank account just to live another day? It's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into the gates of heaven. If there's any good that I can do to any man, woman, child, or creature, please let me do it now, for I will never pass this way again. Do it now, for you may never, ever, ever pass this way again. When did we start hating each other? I remember when my father was in the Army. I was born at Charleston Naval Shipyard. My father was in the Army, and we left at Charleston in the 1963, 64. It was very fortunate to have a car. If you saw, you remember 1963 in Alabama, Civil Rights Movement, hangings, lynchings. If you saw a black man walking on the side of the road, if my father and mother saw a black man walking on the side of the road at night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, walking aimlessly, they pulled over and asked the person, "Are you okay?" They asked the man. When did we as black people become afraid of each other? And I thought that this was something only in the black communities, but it seems like it is a national, a raceless problem. We're all part of the human race, but I see that we're all afraid of each other. It seems like the government is afraid of who they are because we are governed by the people for the people. Thank you very much. I think love's in need of love today. We feed the hungry down at Mall Park, and we're surrounded by churches. We've been doing it since November 2011, and we're getting close to a year, and I wish it could be all the years of my life that could be involved with something that has to do with feeding the hungry. I'm surrounded by churches. I've found a church that I've been going to, and they're a really awesome church. I want to be a part of an awesome church that does things in the community. I asked the pastor, we were having potluck that day, and I think Piggly Wiggly, they got chicken from Piggly Wiggly, and I'm just assuming that the chicken was provided by Piggly Wiggly for at least a discount, because it was a pretty high volume. Anyway, I asked the pastor, would it be okay if he can make a donation of food to the potluck, and he told me, and no, and he didn't tell me that he wished that he could do it, or that he would see if he could do it. We ate, everybody ate at the chicken table. It was still full of chicken, and I just hope that it didn't go to waste, because there were lots of hungry people in Charleston, and we're not feeding all of the hungry people. But I'll tell you, there was a family that walked from North Charleston all the way to Mall Park on Columbus Street. They said it took them 2 hours one way, and 2 hours, I guess, going the other way. That's 4 hours to get a meal that's provided by people who are giving of themselves. I'd like to encourage the City Council to use whatever resources that they can have to support this effort that we're making in Mall Park to feed the hungry, because I believe that love is truly in need of love today. So, in the words of Stevie Wonder, send yours right away. Thank you. What do you think about the corporations?
Well, it's like they are made of people, but they are not people, even though, like...
I agree. Corporations aren't people. They shouldn't be able to vote in elections, should they?
No.
They shouldn't. Do you think they should be able to give money to candidates so they can win elections?
No, not at all, because then it's just like almost certain that politician is going to win.
Right, exactly. And do you think that if they get money from corporations that they care about the people, or they care about the corporations?
I don't know.
I think that if they're getting money from the corporations, then they're going to serve the corporations. They need to serve the people. Don't you think they need to serve the people?
Yeah, it's like they're serving people that are politicians, but not us.
Exactly. Thank you, Zane.
You're welcome.
All right. Now I want you to go interview your sister. Okay.
Then we can interview a few other people.
Okay, cool. Here, you know what? Interview Jackie. You know Jackie?
Okay, on your mark, get set, go. You're running too fast. Okay, Sophie's turn now. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. All right. I don't think that corporations are not people. Corporations are made of people, but they are not. I believe corporations are satanic. Satan, because only Satan would take all the profits while the workers work, and the management manage, and the executives execute. But the workers work, take 99% and leave less than 1% for the 99%. So corporations are the devil. Government has let the devil ride, and if you let the devil ride, pretty soon he's going to be driving. And once he starts driving, it won't be long before you're standing on the side of the road, watching lobbyists write laws for this country, watching lobbyists export jobs, and watching Americans suffer as corporation drives the government. So I think that we need to throw them out of government. We need to throw money out of government, out of elections, and we need to send a little bit of love, because love is love today. So please don't be late. Send yours in right away. Corporations are not going to throw corporations out of government. Corporations are not going to throw money out of elections. It's going to take the people. In antiquity, Jesus came to the temples and threw the money changers out of the temple. He got crucified for doing that. But he made life better for us by sacrificing himself. Some of us need to sacrifice ourselves for the American people. These corporations out of government.